Hi everyone, this is Corey. Welcome to Soul Seekers Tarot and your reading. Today we're going to be exploring the question, where's the money? What you don't see coming. Okay, so welcome to your reading, and I'll use this deck here to begin the process of picking 3 piles, okay? So Archangel Michael, what piles, what cards want to show up for the different piles? Let's see. First pile, number 1, we have honor your feelings. First quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. It's pretty. And card number 2, we have believe in your good luck. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, believe in your good luck. That's pile 2. And for pile 3, we have be real. Full moon in Aquarius. Okay, those are the 3 piles. Let's see which ones, if you're not going to use your intuition, we're going to help you with some numbers. Okay? So pile number 1, your numbers are 2 and 3. Pile number 2, your numbers are 1 and 6. And for pile number 3, we have 4 and 5. Now, if you're not going to use a number to pick your pile with, we've got your zodiac sign. So the first 4 zodiac signs for pile 1 is that. Those 4, and these are for that one, pile number 2, and these are for pile number 3. Okay, so pile number 1, we got Aries and Taurus. Aries and Taurus, and Cancer and Virgo. Okay, pile number 2, we have Capricorn and Libra, and Gemini and Aquarius. Pile number 2. And finally, pile number 3, we have Leo and Pisces, with Scorpio and Sagittarius. Okay, there we have it. 3 piles for you to choose from. Take your time, use whatever means you need, and I'll get back with you very, very quickly. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. We have this card for you that you've chosen, either with your intuition, number, or a zodiac sign. We've got the first quarter moon in Pisces with honor your feelings, with respect to the question about where the money is. Where's the money? What you don't see coming. Okay? If you didn't use your intuition, use the number, and the numbers we have for you to choose from is 2 and 3, or 23, or 32. However it works for you. And if it's not a number, your zodiac sign. We've got Aries and Taurus, and Cancer and Virgo. Okay, so that's what we got for you to help you choose your pile. So pile number 1, we're going to start with these Oracle decks. Well, actually, this is a Major Arcana. Let's find out what Major Arcana wants to speak to us today. For you, for pile number 1, about honoring your feelings with respect to where's the money. Wow, we got 2 guys. Yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. You can't have any better than that, right? Wheel of Fortune and the Sun? No, not when it comes to money. Okay, pile number 1, we've got a tarot card to help clarify these 2 Major Arcana cards. We have the Queen of Swords. It's about speaking your truth. It's about not taking anything less than truth. You are one who is a truth thinker, somebody who believes in and hangs on to the truth. Somebody who leads their life by through knowing the truth and expressing the truth, but just things are fair, like in fairness, right? Things are in fairness. Now, the Queen of Swords is somebody who's been through some trials and tribulations, like don't most of us all. But she's usually looked at as someone who's a divorcee. So she's had to walk away from an discover the truth and accept the truth of a situation, or one or two situations in her life, relationships, whatever. But it's been a very difficult, process of growth to come to where she's at right now. Now you could be a masculine sitting in your feminine energy of the Queen of Swords as well. So just know that. Okay, so what rune do we have for you? Pile number 1, what rune wants to give us information? We have the Rido rune, which is the wagon. Okay, so it's travel, communication. It's like we were talking about the Queen of Swords, communication, decisive action. That's the Queen of Swords energy attribute. Reunion and progress. The inner path and destiny. You got destiny with the Wheel of Fortune, right? Wow. So your cards are really coming together to speak about something specific. Okay. What do we have for a animal spirit card, Archangel Michael? What animal spirit wants to speak to us with this pile? Butterfly. Love that. You know, butterfly is usually about transformation, right? So we'll have a look at that and bring the book out, because I'm famous for forgetting to actually read the interpretation. And then we have career and money deck. Let's find out what it wants to say to us for you. Pile number 1, where's the money? And what you don't see coming about that. Where's the money? Alright. We have got ups and downs. Your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation. See if there's hope, but allow yourself to move on if needed. Okay. So you're in a situation that has its ups and downs, as I said, as the card says. But it's kind of like you have the opportunity to either continue to stay with it or to move on. If you're okay with the job having its ups and downs like that, the ebb and flow of things with respect to your income or your finances, maybe sometimes you have more money at payday or during the month to put into a savings account or an emergency account or into an investment, or to put more extra money down on your mortgage payment. Maybe sometimes you have that, and other times you don't. You're just kind of like living from check to check. I know there will be with us. There's times where all the money that comes in, it goes out, and then we wait till the next pay period, and then there's more abundance, right? So it's not just all going out. It's just one of those paychecks, those pay periods where there will be more left over for what do you call it, disposable income, right? So that's what we got here so far. Let's look at the butterfly card, which is I don't know, let's see, gotta be back here. Yeah, let's see, what kind of symbol is the butterfly? Air. Okay, air. Okay, butterfly. We have undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. That ebb and flow, the ups and downs, right? Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. So it's a change to do with your job or career. And that's what we would be specifically talking about here. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Committing to one daily routine, a meal, practice, or a prayer, done at the same place and time, will do you wonders for lifting the butterfly spirit. When in balance, it's cheerful and graceful. When not in balance, it's fragile and frustrated. To bring into balance, you discover, like put in place and practice a daily routine, like meditation, prayer, yoga, something like that, to help bring your energy back into balance so that you don't have these concerns and worries and fears about having enough money for this, that, and the other thing. Okay, so it's about, the question is, where's the money? So the money is that as you speak your truth, as you only accept the truth from others and your work, you know, whatever the climate is like, the environment is like at work, if it's something that supports what you believe to be true, now that can be anything because we all have our own truths, right? What we believe to be true and right for us, if it's supporting that for you, then you're going to be in a time of actual flow. But when it's not supporting your, you know, the climate and environment or the work that you do is not supporting your truth, that's when you're going to feel like, you know, it's a roller coaster ride for you. That things are not as good as you would hope them to be in your job, in your career, in your money-making practices. So it's frustrating to see say the very least, which is what the butterfly, when it's not in balanced energy, feels like. It's frustration. And the Queen of Swords, to avoid being frustrated, she's accepting somebody's hand as if to say, you know, help me, help lift me up out of my throne, right? Help lift me up because I have something important to say. And so she's also the person who is the energy that will accept she'll be an ear for somebody, but it's like, you know, as long as you keep saying what I believe to be true, my truth, then I will accept you, but otherwise, you know, be on your way, kind of thing. So that's what's clarifying the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. So the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun, you know, is all about destiny, but it's also about fortune, right? It's all about fortune, prosperity and abundance and all other good things, love and whatnot. But we're not specifically speaking about love in this reading. It's about money. So what you don't see coming is that when you are standing in your truth, like you allow others to help lift you up, and that's what this card talked about as well, the transformation, the change. It could be painful, but as long as you surround yourself with people who lift you up, who support you. What did they say? I want to see that specifically. See if I could quickly find the card. Yeah. It said, let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Yeah, so solid friends and activities. So routine that's going to help balance you. If you're into music, then start creating music. If you're into any other practice, art, you know, spend time by yourself creating art. And again, if you can do yoga or prayer and meditation, those are really fantastic ways of getting your energy focused, like down to a pinpoint, to like on the head of a pin kind of focus, where it's so focused on your breath or the energy that you feel is above, below, and around you that's coming into your physical being, into your aura, right? That is a great way to center, making sure that your mind is centered. And so you stand in your truth, you allow others to lift you up with their hand. They're lifting you up so that you can stand in your truth and speak your truth. You will be on a path that's going to be, you know, the flow is going to be in your favor, even more so than you may be feeling right now. But it's leading to very abundant and happy times for you. Very, very abundant and happy times. So honoring your feelings, which, you know, with the quarter moon in Pisces, Pisces is very much like experiencing their emotions, and they're psychic as a result of that. So they're in balance with their emotions. And so you are, you know, honoring your feelings by making sure that whatever you believe to be your truth, you've got to be able to not only trust your own truth, but to express it, so that you find this balance between heart and mind, between word or thought and emotion. Okay, so it's finding that balance, honoring that balance. Okay, so honor your feelings. If you're feeling down about something, or not too sure, or uncertain, or frustrated, or whatever, honor that. Let that be that for you. Allow this form of emotion, this time of feeling frustrated or whatever, allow it to have its time. You know, go into meditation, go into your art room, or go get your pencil and a pad of paper and start expressing what it is that you're feeling. Put it out there. Even if you don't give it to anybody else, if you were to draw something that it actually represents your feelings, just drawing it on a piece of paper or whatever medium you use is a form of expressing it. Okay, so it's because it's out there. It's outside of you. It's not in you anymore. And you're going to be living with the idea of moving forward in this very, very inner, like, you're going to be feeling like you are feeling guided. That's it. Feeling guided by this truth that you hold on to, the change that comes as a result. The ups and downs are going to be not so, pronounced kind of thing. Instead of like this, it'll be more like this for you. Get yourself balanced, and the ebb and flow will be shorter periods of time, yes, but more frequently. More frequently, and also where the ebb is not nearly as extreme or nearly as frustrating, let's say, as they would be with the really large dips and the ebbs and the flows, the ups and the downs, right? When you get yourself balanced through a regular routine, pile number one, your ebb and flow are going to be shorter. They won't last as much time, but they are going to be a lot less, they're going to be a lot less having some impact, like a frustrating impact or a detrimental impact on you than they would otherwise. And your flow times are going to be more frequently, of course, and it's kind of like having, let's say, it's kind of like having passive income. Let's just say passive income, where you're not doing a dang thing, but there's money coming in. Yeah, you know how they talk about passive income? You don't have to work hard because you already put it up front. You put the work up front, which is like spending time in meditation, spending time getting yourself, your energy, your emotions balanced and focused on what it is that you truly want to experience. That the progress that you're going to be with the ruins message is that you'll be moving forward with progress, through decisive action, which is what the Queen of Swords does. She has decisive action and she communicates. You're going to be following an inner path that's going to see you, the wagon wheel is like this, see you moving forward to your destiny of abundance, prosperity, and great happiness. Okay, so that's what we're talking about here with all these cards messages. Okay, so let's find out what the tarot has to say to add to this. Ups and downs. Your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation. See if there's hope, but allow yourself to move on if needed. Right? That's what the Rider card. It sounds like you're going to be moving on, to tell you the truth. You're going to come to the point after watching this reading, some point in time, whether it's very, very soon or a few months down the road, where you're going to decide that this isn't for you anymore. We've got the Four of Pentacles. That's you sitting on, a little stash of Four of Pentacles, because the Ten of Pentacles is in excess. This is a Four of Pentacles. That's you sitting on what you've got. Like I talked about how one check goes out the window right away, and the other one is you've got more, that more income left over, disposable income left over to do with what you need to or want to do. But this is you sitting on what you have, what you've managed to be able to eke away, to scrape from your regular pay or the income you have coming in. And we've got the Five of Swords, where it's about it feels like whatever you try to do to be able to usher in more income for yourself, more money, to get the things you want or need, it feels like it's like a fight. It feels like a fight. It's like you take one step forward and two steps back, kind of thing with the work that brings in your income, or however you're earning your money. Maybe someone gives you a monthly allowance, but it doesn't seem to be, it's not following inflation, that kind of thing. And so you're feeling as though you're actually getting less than you were before, but you're actually getting the same amount, or you might even be getting more than you did, but it's still not following in line with the inflation. But whatever it is, you just feel like you're kind of like banging your head on a brick wall, because all the knives are up in the air, and there's three witches here. One's going, oh my God, I can't watch where it's going to land. So it's kind of, and the other two are going, okay, they're up in the air, and the one has really like a kind of frightful face on her, saying she's really worried. She's worried if it's going to work, if the spell is going to work. And the other one looks a little more confident, and she's hanging on to two of the knives. And the others aren't at all, and she's hanging on to two. So she's a little bit more confident, but it's still up in the air, right? It's still up in the air. Don't know where it's going to land. And in any case, with the Five of Swords, it's like you just feel like you feel defeated at times, defeated by your financial situation, and you just don't know how it's going to all work out for you. Things are always up in the air for you, from one paycheck to the next, or from 1 month to the next, and all you want to do is, you've got these hopes and dreams, and you're just waiting for that time where you're actually going to be able to have the money to put it away in a savings account, or into that account that's slated specifically for the thing that you're working towards purchasing, whether it's a home, a car, or some piece of property, or just, it's maybe an engagement ring for your romantic partner. Just anything that's going to take a little bit of money, a little bit of time to build up. Seven of Wands, yeah, so it's making you a little defensive, right? Making you a little defensive. You feel like this is sabotaging energy. You're just feeling like nothing's working out. You feel defeated. At the same time, your back is up against the wall, right? And you're fighting off maybe debtors, right? The people you owe money to, family, maybe friends who are after you for money because they might have loaned you money, or you've just been leading a life where you've got people who expect you to give them money every 2 weeks, every week, whatever, kids, that kind of thing. You just feel like there's things that are coming at you that you just have to find a way to cope with it and get through it. Cope with it, because like this paycheck is going to be 2 weeks before the next paycheck. So you got 2 weeks where you kind of have to fight off and tell these people or these things or debtors that you can't do it right now. Maybe next paycheck I can. Okay, so that's kind of like what you're looking at there. You're in the ebb energy, but look what you're moving into with the Nine of Pentacles. That's when you get yourself centered. That's what this is talking about, pile number 1. Get yourself into, look at her. She's reading. She's sitting on a chair. She's relaxed. She has a bottle of wine, a glass of wine, and a little bit of treats there, food, on her plate. And she's surrounded by, well, prosperity and abundance right here on the tree. The low-lying fruit, that kind of thing. Pick what's easiest to pick. And she's just enjoying herself. So this could be you, because I know when I meditate, I feel like last night when I was meditating, I put my one of my usual meditation, guided. It's not even guided. It's just musical meditation music. Put it on. I have it on my phone, and when I was more than halfway through it, I thought, geez, this feels so good. This just feels so good right now. I just want to stay in this longer, so I moved the play back. I moved the line back so that it was really only 1/4 of the way through, so I had another 3/4 of the 30 minutes left to listen to it in that state of feeling so good, feeling blessed and connected and feeling good. And that's what you want to do. You want to be able to sit in that energy of feeling like everything's fine. In this moment, there is absolutely nothing wrong. Everything's fine. Everything's under control. The divine is helping me in every way, shape, or form because I ask for it. And it's got my back. So it's protecting me from even further times of ebb, like deep ebbs. Okay? We got the Fool. That's you. Getting yourself into a very good place, a space. Head and feeling good space, just letting the world, like shutting the world out. Shutting all of these guys here out. Shutting them all out. And looking at yourself with the respect that says, yes, sometimes my thoughts sabotage my efforts to progress and succeed and be victorious. But I forgive myself for that, and that might be one of the people down here might actually be you. You poking a stick at yourself, saying, if you keep thinking this way, it's no wonder you're in the state you're in. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and just sit in the space of, I'm okay. Right now, while I'm sitting here, I'm just fine. Everything else that I could be thinking about that's otherwise worries me, it's neither here nor there right now. And that's the whole idea of living in the now, right? Right now, I'm okay. Even if I have money concerns about, I've got a debt coming up that I might not have enough, let's just say enough pennies to put towards it to pay the full debt. Right now, in this minute, I'm okay. Even though I can think about it in terms of the future and start worrying about that, what is it good? What good is that doing for me to sit here and worry about that now when it's not due until then? And so anything can happen as long as you put your faith in the idea of being totally blessed and held by spirit and protected by spirit during especially these times of faith where you're sitting in that space and time where you're allowing spirit to love you up, really is what boils down to love you up during that time of meditation, prayer, and artistic pursuits. So this is you expressing yourself in an artistic way that says, I'm taking a leap of faith. I am going to believe that I can spend time with my inner self, because it's like the inner path is your inner self, allowing your inner self to guide you, that you're going to be celebrating soon enough, not only just with you and your nearest and dearest, but with friends and whatnot. You're going to be feeling quite balanced with the Four of Wands, okay? Four of Wands energy is a wonderful energy of balance and celebration as a result. With the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, guys! The Ten of Pentacles. You're sitting on it. Where were you? Right here. right at the beginning, you were sitting on the 4 of Pentacles, and I talked about how it's not 10 of Pentacles, because that's in excess. 10 of Pentacles is there. That's a brand new beginning. With the Knight of Swords, as while you continue to follow your Queen of Swords standards of speaking the truth, standing up and speaking the truth. And you'll be flying on your broom, speaking your truth, expressing your truth. Your truth is that you're okay. You really are. I know it's hard to believe that when you've got the worries and concerns of your financial world just kind of like on your front doorstep, about ready to ding your doorbell. But trust me, if you spend time in meditation, or however you like to get centered with your focus strictly on you, feeling the divine in and around you, you get into a practice of doing that, like committing to something, which is committing to yourself, your inner self, saying, I really want to spend time with you. I see that you're worth spending time with, because I really want to get to know you, because I really want to get to love myself. Love myself enough to know that all prosperity and abundance and all solutions are solved through that interaction, developing that intimate relationship with my inner self, which is the God within us, right? The inner self, your soul, is the God within each one of us. And you and I are the same and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But you get to believe in who you really are, experiencing that belief through time and meditation. You'll feel your energy change. And I could sit here and say, well, this is what happens to me, but what happens to me during meditation is not necessarily what will happen to you. So, but you'll experience, if you're not a meditator, and you do start meditating or getting yourself centered in a very quiet and still way at some point during the day, every day, like I do it just before I go to bed, then you're going to start experiencing some mystical experiences that you'll experience in your body. And possibly, you might start seeing and hearing things, that are beautiful, not scary, beautiful, and which is not necessarily something I do until I go to sleep at night. But you might, right while you're meditating, you might have visions with your eyes closed. So here's the moon energy. The moon energy is still like, look at that, how that little black kitty cat, when he sees his reflection in the pond, everything is not as it seems, right? But look how big and more scarier looking, like more confident. When you look a whole lot bigger to others, you can feel a whole lot more confident. But generally what's happening is that when the moon card comes out, it's about those fears that you are maybe over-exaggerating the fears, because it's a fear after all. And we don't know how it's going to work out. We just don't have the wherewithal or the foreshadowing to be able to see how something's going to work out. Notice how it's right underneath when you're spending time letting your hair down and just letting your worries go. This is right underneath that. So it's like you get yourself into this time and space during your everyday. Pick a specific time and a place that you do it. That's where you'll feel the most energy, is if you keep doing it in the same place every day, undisturbed. You will overcome even the need to have to know. You will overcome even the need to have to know. Whatever is feeling uncertain to you now, you're leaving it in the divine's hands, right? You say, I don't know how this is going to work out. All I know is I need a solution, and here you go. And I trust that you will have this, you will manage this for me and find the solution for me. Because I've put it in your hand, and I've completely wiped my hands clean of it, right? And then we have the Three of Wands. That's you preparing, preparing to muster up, to manifest with the Queen of Cups that you like love in your life. You're now in the Queen of Cups energy, not only in the Queen of Swords. So you're becoming more of excuse me, an evolved being, like stepping into your feminine. If it's feminine, be Empress energy. If it's masculine, it's Emperor energy. So you're stepping into your energy by becoming more queens, like you're more evolved in the cups. You're not a Page of Cups. You're not a Knight of Cups. You're a Queen of Cups. And same with the swords there. And we have the Ten of Cups. Well, come on, guys. You got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles right there. And last card, we have Justice. Wow. Justice. We got the King of Cups. So this might actually lead to love for you with the Six of Swords. There's your solutions right there. Six of Swords is finding solutions. It's moving from rough waters to calmer waters. So you see how beautiful it is with the Star energy right here? We got the Lover's energy as well. And we have the Strength energy, all these major arcanas, the Knight of Wands and so forth. But wish is going to be granted when you move yourself from the emotional fears or concerns or doubts or sabotaging, thoughts that cause these emotional like simultaneous expression of the thought with an emotion that you feel in your body. Yeah, that's right away. When you have a thought, you feel that emotional response right away in your body. Right away. So you can tell what you're thinking by the way you're feeling. All right? So you've got the Three of Wands, prepared to take on the world. It's just a matter of you're waiting for your shifts to come in. But you're ready. You got your wand out. You're manifesting. You even have your little cat here that's there that was seeing itself for something that it wasn't in the size in terms of physical size. But come on, like if you're a big cat like that, and you see yourself as a big cat like that, you're going to behave like a big cat like that. Someone with a lot more confidence and strength and courage. And then you've got the Queen of Cups, like I said, with the Ten of Cups, a happily ever after situation coming to you, because you've got things are coming into balance. The Justice is showing up for you. You're going to be feeling like that after all of this energy here, not really being able to dig yourself out of the energy of the Four of Pentacles, just kind of hanging on to every penny that you have, not being able to actually, and it's usually still slipping through your fingers, and not being able to really just put it away for that thing, or just to know that you got money, you're okay, you can feel safe, you've got money put away just in case something does happen, right? And this energy of feeling like every time you get paid, it feels like you've just been sabotaged again, because it comes in and it goes out, right? Comes in, it goes out. So that's feeling like a little sabotage. It's just like you feel like your life is set up to just dangle a carrot in your face, like your paycheck. And then when you start looking at all the bills that have to be taken care of for your paycheck, you realize you got 2 pennies left. Oh my God. And then you say, well, thank God at least I got 2 pennies left. It'd be worse if I owed still and I didn't even have 2 pennies to rub together. I was already in debt and I couldn't pay my bills, kind of thing. So there's always something like a silver lining, and the silver lining really becomes noticeable to you when you start spending time with your inner self and taking that time for retrospection and reflection, making sure that any fears that you are harboring, that you let them go. You speak your truth always. 10 of Pentacles is your future, and celebration because of that. And you're feeling really, really good. This is all just really great energy moving forward, because even if you don't see things as they really are, you can be assured that you really have it in you. That's a reflection thing in the Moon card. You really have it in you to stand up, wave that manifestation wand, because you're spending time doing this. And that's the whole point of this reading. Is that where's the money? What you don't see coming. what you don't see coming is all of this abundance right here. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun card came out right away for you. And it's all about speaking your truth, standing out and speaking your truth. If what you're dealing with right now, that whatever job or circumstance or situation that you're in, that is your money making, opportunities, money making, the thing that you do or that you have set up that brings the money in every month, if that's not good enough for you, like if it's not working for you, it's a matter of you actually saying, I'm going to change things. I can't do it this way anymore because it's not been working. This is what I end up with all the time, is that I have to sit on every penny and the pennies fall out from underneath me faster than I can count. Next thing you know, I'm on the floor and I'm feeling like I just sabotaged myself again. Things are always up in the air because I can't seem to put my finger on it and say I'm going to have X number of dollars so that I could put that away, because I'll be able to do that every single month, put $10 away for every single month, or $100 or whatever it is, and that's what I'm going to do. And that's something you can do, otherwise, until the time comes where you're getting yourself into a more balanced energy, like the Justice, things are not going to feel so fair to you anymore. You've got to get into balanced energy where you can say, I actually can put $100 away, and that's something I'm going to be able to do month after month. So I'll put away 50 on this paycheck, 50 on that paycheck. Next thing you know, over a few months, you got a few $100s, right? And that's better than what you were doing before. So that's where you want to be. You want to be in that energy where you're not crying and being afraid, because things are uncertain, up in the air, and you're not having to fight off people who want a piece of your pie, of your income. And you're sitting in this energy instead. You're saying, you guys, you're just going to have to figure it out this time, because I am doing things a little differently now. Yep, I'm doing things differently, and I'm going to be setting myself free as a result, which is taking a risk. I'm going to take a risk by sitting with myself with more time and energy, spending on myself, getting to know my inner self, getting to know me intimately, what it is I really want. And as I do that, the universe opens up to me, because my heart becomes a larger magnet, specifically to larger amounts of money than the small amounts that I've been having to kind of micromanage, right? When I sit in fear, I only attract small amounts. But when I sit in faith and trust in the universe and getting to know me intimately, which is the God within me, taking that risk and saying, I am going to be doing something different than I ever done before. I'm going to be spending time with me, getting to know me. And as I do that, my magnet grows. Your heart, right? Your magnet grows. You are expressing yourself more in your truth, artistically, meditation-wise, yoga-wise, whatever. You are getting to know yourself. You're spending specific, committed time to get to know yourself. As you do, your heart has a chance to open up more, which then becomes a larger magnet to all the good things that resonate with love, with heart, with your self-love, right? With love. And that's where the Wheel of Fortune comes in, because you are living your truth now. Your truth is the one that's who's in you, is the real you, and you're getting to know the real you. That is going to bring you all sorts of rewards as a result. The Wheel and the Sun. Okay, and this is like, there's your 10 of Pentacles. You're now growing it, because you're growing your heart space open, making it open and wider. You're allowing your heart to express itself your heart's not in fear. Your heart is in trust and faith in the universe. Okay, so you got the 10 of Pentacles, you got the 10 of Cups. Next thing you know, you're in balance, and somebody in the King of Cups energy enters your life, if you're looking for that. But if you're not looking for that, Queen of Cups here, you're not looking for that, you're just either balanced in your masculine and feminine energy of the Cups, right? The open heart, right? That balanced energy with the Justice card being balanced. 6 of Swords, you're finding solutions, and your wishes are being granted. Excuse me. And If it's not the balance, I would say it would be the balance between your feminine and masculine energy, in the cups energy, in the love energy, loving yourself. And as a result, as you love yourself, you find your ability to be able to love your life more, which includes the world. If it's not, then it's somebody who is going to be seeing you for what they're going to be seeing you in a light that is very, very. They're going to see you as being very, very, self-assured, right? Self-confident. Knowing who you are as the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, knowing who you are leading to the Empress energy, right? And they're going to help you in some way, this person is. King of Cups. Because they're a good match. They're a match energy-wise with you. You're both on the same page about something. So if you need to rethink the way you earn your money, the way the money comes in, if you need to rethink that through times like this, then you're going to find that someone is going to be in your sphere, in your world, that is, you're going to meet them, and they're going to be on the same page with you. They're going to help you in some way. If that's like getting, they've got a job position, they want to partner with you in a business venture, whatever it is. It's all really, really fantastic. So either look at it that way, or that you are balanced, I would say, and you are balanced in your feminine masculine energy, as well as this would be the or. This could very well be someone that's going to come onto your radar, that you're going to see you have both very much like-minded, and you both have opportunities to be able to take advantage of together, okay, in some way. And and so that's what we got here, guys. I mean, this looks just fantastic. It's really what it comes down for you. What you don't see coming is all this abundance with the wheel and the sun, right? The Ten of Pentacles, you moving into the Queen of Cups, your heart expanding more, right? You're going to be on the threshold of making great leaps and bounds, making Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups energy. It's going to be your world. The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups energy is going to be your world. That is like great abundance and prosperity, great love, and feeling very happy, happily ever after, maybe even with this one here. Okay? So that's what you got coming onto your plate, but you've got to, where's the money? You've got to get straight with yourself. Get in touch with who you are, and spend time with you, getting to know you intimately. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Take care until next time. Bye for now, pile number 1. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You've chosen pile 2's card, which is Believe in Your Good Luck. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, Sagittarius and luck, right? If you didn't choose your card through your intuition, you chose your card with the number 16, 1, 6, 61, whatever resonates for you. And if it wasn't the number, it was your zodiac sign. And we have Gemini and Capricorn, and then we have Libra and Aquarius. All right. So these are the decks I'm using for your reading. We got the Major Arcana to start with. Archangel Michael, what Major Arcana wants to speak to pile number 2 about believing in their good luck? All right. And we have the Tarot to help clarify the Major Arcana. This one. All right. We have the Wild Unknown, or the animal spirit. We got the turtle. Okay, the turtle. And I'm going to bring the book out before I forget. And then a rune. What rune wants to speak, Archangel Michael? This one here. Okay. And then we have career and money with the tarot. Okay, we got 2, career and money. Wow. Money matters and trapped. Ooh. Believe in your good luck, guys. Okay, remember that. Money matters and trapped. All right, we'll read that in a minute. let's go to the major arcana. We have the Star, so it's a wish fulfillment. Yeah, that's it's very, very much like, yeah, good luck. You got your wish is being fulfilled by the divine. And then we have the Page of Wands. So there's going to be some good news about coming to your ear, to your eyes. Some good news, the Page of Wands. That is going to be going to make you feel really, really fired up and excited. Because the messenger is a brand new page, right? Messenger is who brings news that helps you begin, to turn the page from where you were to where you really want to go. Okay, and then for the rune we have Berkana. That's a great rune to have. We got Birch. Creativity, new ideas, birth and nourishment. Mother energy is inner growth. Okay, so we're looking at you growing as a result of this experience you're having with your money. Now, if you think about it, money is going to be it's a tool. For one thing, right? It's a tool to be able to acquire what it is that we need to live and take care of ourselves and others. But it's also a tool for growth. It is like the more we grow, the more we attract the good things. And money is seen as a good thing, especially if we don't feel like we're lacking it. So it's a good thing. You're going to be growing, which means that your bank account will grow with you. But the money matters here. I'm going to read that in a moment. Money matters here. Money matters a lot now. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Trapped. You feel stuck in your current situation, but you do have options. Look for another job while keeping the one you have for now. Alright, so there's some advice there too. Start saving up for any kind of future surprise, something that is unexpected, and maybe start looking for a new job. And we got a turtle here. You know what the turtle is, right? With the little story about the tortoise and hare. And the turtle always succeeds because the turtle takes things slowly, right? The turtle just takes one step at a time. And let's find out where the turtle is here. Okay, so the turtle we've got. Ancient soul, grounded, trusting at home in the self. It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale, our own stories, right? When in balance, we're peaceful and adventurous and productive. When out of balance, we're slowed down to a halt. To bring into balance, you need to seek adventure. Seek adventure. Wonderful. Seek adventure. So remember that, okay? Seek adventure. There's creativity. The Berkana rune is telling you to express yourself creatively. Allow new ideas to come out of you, to be given, to be offered. And that's giving, like when you give life birth, right? And you nourish life, it does that in return to you. Okay, it's its mother energy, its inner growth. So when you give life, offer life, it is reciprocated by the earth as well as the universe, which is God. Universe represents God. So this is believe in your good luck, believe in it, that you actually do make your own luck. And I don't really go for the luck idea. I go for what you attract to you because of how you're allowing yourself to be, how you're expressing yourself in your world. But you of, you are actually in line for a wish fulfillment. It's just a matter of taking the time to get yourself into a belief, get yourselves into a belief that anything is possible. That's like the luck thing, right? Anything is possible. You express yourself in a way that if it's not something that's making you happy now, change your mind. Money matters a lot now. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. And then it says, if you're feeling trapped, stuck in your current situation, but you do not have options, look for another job while keeping the one you have right now. That is a solution. If you're feeling stuck in your current situation financially, where's the money? The money will be in expanding yourself. Whether that's just simply by looking for another job, either taking on another job while you have this one, or finding another job and then quitting this one. Or, just expressing yourself in ways that you can create a side hustle, like through a hobby, something that you can create and sell. Maybe you can write, and then you've got, you put your writings out to a publisher, and they want to publish your works, so they give you, they give you money. They give you an advance, they call it, right? And then you'll be making more money. Once the book is published, you'll be making publishing rights, author rights, you'll be making money. Writers write, yeah. So anyways, it is about you taking what you have within you, expressing it, feeling totally inspired to do so, being fired up and starting a new page that becomes your wish fulfilled, becomes a wish granted. You have this door, this window before you that you may not necessarily be seeing right now because you're feeling trapped. You're worried about money, okay? And you're worried that you're not going to cross the finish line. The turtle doesn't worry, right? But the turtle, it just the turtle just surrenders to the water and the earth to just get it to where it needs to be. And it just keeps on trucking, it just moves. If you ever watch a turtle, it's like they are really going, if they're really going. They're really, really going. It's kind of like, where are they going? Where's the fire, right? Where are they going? Well, they know, they don't necessarily know, but they know it's like they're following an invisible road sign that says go this way and go this way fast. But they understand. They're tuned and tapped into both Mother Nature and the cosmos, with the water and the earth, right? Being balanced within them. So you are going to cross the finish line. You are going to be able to get yourself out of the concerns of not having enough money and feeling stuck where you currently are. The solution is to get yourself out of where you are so that you can be more expressive, and then the money matters no longer are going to be your concern. It's just a matter of taking the opportunity that comes your way and believing that you have the ability to take something and turn it, alchemize it into gold. So that's like nourishing something, nourishing a new idea, being creative enough to say, I could try doing something like that, or maybe I could go back to school, and if it's not a 4-year degree, I just maybe need to have some practical classes to become certified in something, that it's going to get me even further in my work life, which will then further my personal life, because I'll have more income and I won't have to worry. I will be really feeling like I'm doing well, like I'm okay, I'm safe, everything's good. So what you don't see coming is, let's see, the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, hard work. That's you putting your abilities, skills and abilities out there for other people to pick up on them and say, we'd like to have someone just like you. So, revamp your resume, put it up on LinkedIn, get an account on LinkedIn, and put it up on LinkedIn, and put it up on Indeed.com or wherever. Get your skills and abilities out there, looking for a new job, a new company. Maybe you've got something, like I said, that you can express creatively and sell it, so that you are creating your own small business, or it's a hobby, it's a side hustle, whichever, but you're going to be making money from it. You'll be working hard. The Knight of Cups, and you're going to be, while you're working hard towards your own future, towards your own, just new life, new page, your own wish fulfillment. You're working hard towards, you're just going to be feeling really, really good about yourself. Someone might even come onto your sphere that you become friends with, that you really find that you adore them, and they're going to be helping you out. The Devil card energy is saying, look, you are going to be obsessed. You're going to be obsessed. Okay, let's see, what are they going to be obsessed with? The Tower. Oh my God. Okay, so the Tower is you're going to be obsessed with bringing things down to you're going to be, okay, pile number 2, what I get from this is that you're going to step into your big girl, big boy booties, and you're going to say, I'm just going to go for it. Like the Fool, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to take a leap. And it's just wherever everything falls, like in the Tower, it'll be what may. Whatever falls. But I have to do a complete upheaval. I have to do a complete overhaulment. I have to get out there and start looking at what else is available, maybe even before I get the contract, the employment contract signed. I will have already quit this, because in the meantime, and this is what I'm getting, guys, in the meantime, while you're while you're trying to get yourself out of something that is not working out for you, especially financially, not working out for you, you may not be happy with your job, you have decided you're going to start being creative in your pursuit of your downtime, the time that you're not actually at work. Okay? You're going to be expressing yourself. You either are going to be meeting people. Let's say you want to join a photography club. You're going to be meeting people or in the club, and you're going to be going out and doing this photography work, taking pictures just for fun for the most part. Next thing you know, you end up meeting somebody in the club who is like, who knows, it could be anything. They need somebody that has your skills and abilities, so you can actually start looking at quitting your job here to go work with them. It could be somebody who is, I'd really like to get into a business with somebody selling photography. So you start up a business, small business with this person. So now you've got another way of expressing your work, your desires, right? The wish fulfillment of desires, because you're expressing yourself, you're on fire that way. You start setting up another income tract into your life. That while you're doing that, while you're still working at this company, you've got this going to the point where you're saying, I can let this go now. I can let it all fall because I've got something else lined up. So there is another job or another opportunity, money-making opportunity that comes across your view kind of thing, that you just like, I got these opportunities now that I didn't have before because I decided to let things fall. So whatever it was that I was hanging on to, where I felt stuck and trapped, I've made it. What happens is when you think about it first, it becomes an idea in you first. It has to become the idea first, and then it shows up in manifestation in the physical form. So you start thinking about how you're letting all this go because you want to create yourself, or you want to express yourself in some creative way, and you want something better for you in your life. Things start crumbling. Things start, like this whole thing where you're at currently starts to crumble, in the sense that either you're starting to see how it really doesn't suit you, even more so now than you ever did before, that you're having more of an itch to get out of it as best as and fast as you possibly can, or the company you're working for, they start having struggles, and they start laying people off, or they close altogether, or, you get fired for some reason. I just have to say it right. You get fired for some reason. So next thing you know, it's like you're so obsessed with getting out of this, getting yourself into in a better place, a better spot, because you want to, you're feeling good and happier because you know what you're able to do. You know you have opportunities. You're seeing these things now about your life, and you're letting you're letting what doesn't work for you, knowing that you're better than that. You're letting it dictate now what doesn't work for you. You're letting other things you're making room for other things to come into your life, to show up, because you've decided to do something that makes you happy. And it's like that expression, that example I gave of joining a photography club, something like that, right? Not like that, but just some way of expressing yourself. And let's see what else we have. What is that? That is, it's death. Okay. Yeah, so there's your death and transformation. Major change and transformation. So it's coming down, right? And what is this? This is number 16, the Tower is. Which is after the Devil card, which is number 15. Right? 15, 16, and death and transformation is number, what is that, 13? I think so, yeah, it's 13. So you are going to be changing. The tower comes down and your life starts to transform because you're allowing yourself to be obsessed with letting things that are not good for you, toxic energy, right? Toxic situations, toxic, just the way you feel about something, feel about your work, feel about your job, feel about the people you work with, could be toxic, right? And you're saying, you know what? I gotta let all that go because I know I can have I'm better than this. I know I can have a better job, a better, how I spend my day situations. I can have better than that by changing the way I'm thinking and feeling about my life moving forward, because I got a wish that's granted. So let's take advantage of that wish. And we got the Four of Wands. There's your coming together with others and celebrating the new you, celebrating your new way forward, celebrating the new way that you're going to experience your income earning abilities, your life as far as finances go. So the money is, where's the money? The money's coming, honey. Let's see. We've got the Three of Swords, letting the pain go with the Page of Pentacles. There's a new offer. And the Fool, there's you stepping out, taking a leap of faith. With the Ten of Swords, this is the end, right? The 10 is a brand new beginning, so you know that the 10th sword was the last. That the Three of Cups, that celebration again. And we've got the Knight of Wands. Wow. That's being all fired up, and that's maybe even relocating, like traveling, moving. We've got the Ten of Cups here. Ten of Cups in the world. King of Wands. Yeah, Ten of Cups world. I would say Ten of Cups in the world. You have happily ever after coming in. This is what you don't see coming. This is a chapter of your life is ending, because with the excuse me, the passion to let the toxicity go, the toxic life that you are experiencing through your work and money-making abilities, you're letting that go, you're letting that fall, all crumble, fall down, because you want your life to be changed. You want to have a change. You want to transform your life. You don't want to be feeling trapped anymore. You don't want to be worried about money. You want to finish. You want to have the opportunity to cross the finish line in your life. And you know that the way to do that is to follow your pursuit of happiness with being creative, expressing yourself in some creative way, believing that whatever you do that makes you happy is going to bring all sorts of good luck and abundance to you, because you've got this wish fulfillment lined up. You trust, you understand, you trust yourself. You put some trust in your ability to get out there, let your pain and disappointment go. With got the Four of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Page of Cups. Allow yourself to see you for who you are. You know that you are somebody who is in the throes of starting a brand new page in your life, like the Page of Wands. That's where you're going to start loving your life, as opposed to looking at it in a way of fear and maybe resentment, regret. Resentment and regret, maybe. This is plain unhappy, right? Fear and unhappiness. You can step out onto the limb and take a leap of faith, knowing that it's in the pursuit of creativity and not in the fear of I'm not enough, I can't do it, and that I'm letting others dictate my happiness, my future, which is Ten of Swords, right? It's letting others, because who's throwing the swords in your back? Well, you can also be putting a knife in your own back at the same time, but you're letting that all go. You're saying, I am not going to allow life to leave me for dead, to knock me down with all these swords in my back, one of them probably from my own self, right? I'm going to start celebrating life with others. I'm going to celebrate through my pursuit of expression, expressing what it is that makes me happy, because I'm clearly unhappy here. Clearly unhappy here. So you're going to start working hard. You're going to put some work into changing, making that change and transformation be manifest in the physical for you. With the Knight of Wands, that's you might actually, it could be that you're moving away from this job. You're leaving it behind completely. And it might be even done prematurely. They don't say that. They don't say that you should. They say that you should look for another job while keeping the one you have for now. But you might be so fired up and ready to, and then just trust that as the Tower comes out, they say that the pieces lay as they, wherever they fall, what all falls what may, right? Just trust that if you kick yourself into high gear, like the Knight of Wands, following your passions, following your heart, and feeling motivated and inspired to do what really makes you feel good, in the long run, there are going to be some upheavals from you maybe being a little too impulsive going forward by not having something solidly in place, like with this person, the example of photography, right? The person who says you meet this person, they really are, fired up. They really want to meet somebody else. That's partly why they're in the group. They want to meet other people that are really, really into, truly into creative expression through photography, and they want to set up their own photography, either teaching class or not like a museum, but where people take their art to sell it in a store, right? I don't know what that's called, but that's where you would display your art, your photography art, in your own store, or you travel with your portfolio and sell it to people who are, or make agreements and contracts with museums or art shows and stuff, people who put on art shows and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to pull something out of the hat with how that all works. But the thing is that you might be so excited, like this, so excited about doing this, making that move, you may need to either relocate, which leaves this job behind sooner than you're being advised to do. That's just a caution, okay? And things may be, really iffy for a bit, that you feel like the ground underneath you isn't quite solid enough just yet. You haven't had time to really build a safe and secure foundation with this new pursuit, because you're moving so fast that it's going to this, right? Your new chapter in life is the pursuit of your happiness, always. Your new chapter is always about that, the pursuit of happiness. So you're going to be starting a new chapter in being happy. Ten of Cups, things are going to line up for you, where it's kind of going to be a love and all things happy. Love and all things happy. Loving your life, loving your life, and loving what you pursue. That's going to help bring the money into you. The more you do what you love, the more money comes to you, because you're living your truth. So where's the money? The money is following your desires, even if that means stepping off the finish line a little sooner, like the hare does, right? Starts off and the turtle is just like barely gotten to the not the finish line, the start line, barely gotten its first foot onto the start line, and the hare's already gone. And so it's just like, you've got to just keep things in moderation. Keep things in moderation. Take things slowly, not too fast. Okay, so where the money is you, pulling back on the reins a bit, going, whoa, I so want to get out of this because I've got this really great thing happening that I'm excited about. Pull the reins back a little bit so that your tower does not completely knock you off your balance. Okay? So what you don't see coming, if you don't pull back on the reins a little bit from wanting to be more spontaneous and impulsive than you maybe should be as you're moving forward to this new venture, whatever it is, money-making venture, if you don't pull back the reins a bit, you're going to be, walking on, like, you know what I'm saying. You're going to feel off balance, and it could be scary. And you may start having doubts and concerns about if you've moved too fast, if you quit your job too soon. If maybe you should have stayed with that for a little longer, until you were more firmly planted in the new venture that you're so excited about, as a way to express your happiness. So you start making sure that you don't get too obsessed with leaving this behind. You know how it is when we don't like something. We so badly want to get rid of it out of our lives, right? So badly that we're almost going to do anything to get rid of it. But we didn't have the forethought about what will happen if we get rid of it too soon. And so that's what they're saying here, the divine is saying in the tarot, is that what you don't see coming is that you could possibly have a little bit too much upheaval in your life, where you can start doubting yourself, and you might really create a situation where you are really struggling with how to pay a bill or something, because you left your job sooner than you really first thought you would. You left your job, left behind. You really wanted to get rid of those people, rid of that job, rid of that work. You wanted to do something that's more exciting, right? I understand it completely. But just remember that from this tarot card reading, pile 2, that's what you don't see coming, is that if you don't take things a little bit more slower, like the turtle, you'll be the hare, right? And the hare doesn't win. You want to be the turtle. Okay? So take care of yourself. Bye for now and best of luck. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this card, Full Moon in Aquarius, Being Real. You see that? Being real. Be real. Be real. Okay, if you didn't use your intuition to choose this pile with this card, you used a number 4 or 5. Could be 45 or 54, however it resonated with you. And if it wasn't the number, it was your zodiac sign, and we have Leo, Pisces, and Scorpio, and Sagittarius. All right? Very good. So these are the decks that we're going to use for your reading to discover where's the money, what you don't see coming. Where's the money you don't see coming? Pile number 3. Archangel Michael, what major arcana wants to show itself for this reading? All right. And the tarot that's going to clarify it is that one. And we have the Ruin. Animal Spirit wants to speak to us. This one here. Okay, bringing the book out so I don't forget it. And Career and Money. And the Tarot. Okay, what we got to start with is Major Arcana is the Star. Dead. That just came out. Didn't that just come out? Pile number 2. Well, if you feel drawn to that, yeah, pile number 2 had the Star as well. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Interesting. It had the Page of Wands to clarify. This is the Ace of Wands. Wow. So the aces are always divine offerings. Okay, so there's a divine offering in being able to follow your pursuits, to have a wish fulfilled. That's on offer for you. Your wish is going to be granted as long as you follow your passions, as long as you follow your desires, your heart desires, your passionate pursuits, and follow your inspiration. What do we have? We have Dragonfly, and I will read that in a moment. Dragonfly is usually about spirit, I do believe. And then we have Wonjo, which is joy. Wow, guys. Be real, that your significator card says. Happiness, celebration, harmony, family, fellowship, hope, and good luck. It's inner peace and being one with the universe. That's where the money is, right? Let's see. Cultivation. So you are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. So that's it. You've already started to grow your desires and grow your trust in moving towards them. Your courage, your strength to move towards them. Let's read the Dragonfly. And as a result of that, by growing more towards your true nature, you open up opportunities that you wouldn't have otherwise seen before. And I can't think and talk at the same time. Let's see. Or turn pages and talk at the same time. Let's see. Here we are. So in order for you to be able to, as you grow, right, you will be putting yourself in line with a wish fulfilled. You see, the wish has already been granted. You just don't see it manifested yet. But it's there for you. It's hanging there like a low-lying fruit for you. It's just a matter, you want to always pluck the low-lying fruit, right? Because it's the easiest one to get at. Why try and struggle for the high-placed fruit on the tree when there's one that's just ready and ripe and looking delicious, and it's right there, and you just have to go like that and it's yours? That's the same thing. You grab what's easiest, that's ready, that's right there for you. That's the wand, right? It's your inspiration. It's your desires. You grab your desires. You have trust and faith in them. Grab them, and your wish will be granted. Your wish will be granted because when you start following your heart, follow what really makes you happy and joyful. The one Joe. Happiness, celebration, harmony, family, fellowship, hope, and good luck. This is being one with the universe. When you follow your happiness, you're at one with the universe. And that's you sowing seeds that are going to then grow and as you nurture it, right? Continue to follow your happiness. That's nurturing it. Doing things that make you feel good and happy about yourself. You are actually cultivating the harvest to be that much, like tenfold more happiness and joy and inspiration, good things in your life that are going to be more fruit on your tree to be able to, pluck at the low-lying fruit again, and know that the stuff on the top is going to, it's going to be ready when it's ready, of course, when it's in time for it to be ready. But one's ready already for you. One idea, one attempt to do something to move you towards your happiness, because that's where the money lies, is that it's where you are happy. Let's see what Dragonfly has to say. Dragonfly says, Master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. There's your sense of wonder, your inspiration, right? The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still? Dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, you see things clearly, you're joyful, which is like the one Joe card, which is joy, that's what it represents, and magical. When out of balance, you can't concentrate, and you've got a busy, chattering mind. To bring your mind into balance, you focus on your breath. Okay, that's clearly talking about like meditation. So, or prayer, if you focus on your breathing while you're praying. And yoga can be like that too. Breathing while you're making those, you're putting your body into those specific positions, right? That make you one, that brings you in connection with Mother Earth and Father, Mother and Father, Father Sky, Mother Earth, God and Mother Earth. So you are, as long as you follow your inspiration, which is your happiness, truly, because when you're feeling inspired about something, that's something that's going to, is going to make you happy. So it's about being real. Be real with yourself. Decide what it is that makes you happy and go for it. That is where your wish is fulfilled. Okay, like I said, it's already there. It's just a matter of you. It's a matter of you catching up to it, right? It's a matter of you catching up. It's there. It's right there. Here's you, and then here's you. Okay, let's say this is you right now. You've got a choice. Do I not follow my inspiration? Okay, if you follow your inspiration, this is what happens. Your happiness is your happiness. Your wish fulfillment. If you follow your inspiration, this is you again. If you follow your inspiration, this is what happens. Okay? Yeah, I like to be animated. Let's see. See what Tarot has to say. It's looking good. It's just about being real. What you don't see coming. What don't you see coming? About where your money lies. Where's the money? Okay, here's the money. Let's see what's going to start with. We're starting with the 7 of coins. There is what, if you look at the past, you see what you've done to be able to, reap the rewards now or in your near future. So you're looking at the past and you're saying, I got 7 coins. I got 7 pentacles, which is 10 is in excess. It's the most. So you haven't been doing bad. But it's kind of like see this lady here. She's working with nature. She's in the, gardening business, or she's working in a plant store. But she's got a big, happy, joyful smile on her face. And she's just loving what she's doing. She enjoys working with dirt, soil, and living things like plants, and helping them to thrive, to grow beautifully and to thrive. That's what you got to do. You've got to find something that's going to help you grow beautifully and thrive. Okay? And then we have the 10 of Wands, because what you were doing before, or what you are doing right now, it's been burdensome. You've been feeling under pressure. It's just kind of work that you go in, and it's kind of like you're holding your breath. The whole day you're there, working hard, trying to be organized and trying to get, the work done that you're required to do to pass along to somebody else who's waiting for it, and whatever. You're feeling under pressure, that the work is more demanding than it's worth it, personally wise, like physically, mentally, emotionally wise, and abundantly wise, like prosperously wise. You probably work harder than the money that you make, is what I'm saying. You put so much of yourself into it, and it just feels like for example, they say you're working for somebody else to profit, right? Or you're just working to pay for your babysitter, that kind of thing. It's like there's never really that much more money left over than what you need to pay for daycare if you got kids. Just an example, right? So it's not working for you. In other words, it's not bringing you the happiness that you would hope your work would do, because it's like it's 2/3 of your life, or 50% of your life, because 1/3 of your life, there's 3/3, the time where you're sleeping, the time where you're working, the time you have at home. Well, when you're sleeping, come on, that's, you're sleeping, right? So I don't really consider that your life. So really, you just have the 2 halves. 50% of your life is working. Another 50 is when you're not working. And then that 1/3 that, doesn't really factor into it is when you're sleeping, okay? So you are putting so much time and energy into 50% of your day, and you don't even get 50% of your paycheck left over to pay for 50% of what needs to be paid for. I'm just coming up with figures, okay? But there's the Empress. Look at her. She's all rich and pregnant. She's ready to give birth. The bunny is there, indicating abundance, because bunnies are in abundance when they procreate, right? So you are going to be wising up to what it is that you would like to, how you would like to express yourself during that 50% of your day. That's what that said to me. And the Page of Cups is like, yeah, it's time for me to turn new page, because I have some really great ideas, or have a great idea that I want to give life to. And I want to be abundant. I want to be happy, joyful, right here. Joyful. I want to transform my life. I want to be growing what makes me happy, as opposed to growing what is really just holding me back. Because if you're working and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere, guys, that's what you're growing. That's what you're growing. If you feel like you're not getting anywhere with what you're doing right now, you're growing more of that, because you become an attractor, a magnet to it. And the Hermit. So it's time for you to get serious and sit in your energy of, I need to seek some inner wisdom, like the Dragonfly card talks about you need to get yourself into a place where you can connect with the inner creative, the creative part within you that says, why don't we try this? Yeah, I've been wanting to do that for a long time, or I thought about doing something like that a long time ago. You know, you start listening to what your heart really is trying to inspire you to do. There's the star. Now this is big then. You got 2 stars here. It's like the energy of the major arcana is telling us that it's a huge wish fulfillment for you. It's a major deal for you, pile 3. Your wish is granted. You just have to stand up and say, I grab it. It's mine. I'm grabbing that low-lying fruit, and it's mine. And I'm going to eat it, and then it's going to be, I'm going to eat it, and then it's going to be put back into the earth, and I'm going to grow. I'm going to take it, I'm going to work it, I'm going to be happy with what it is I'm cultivating, so that when it's time to harvest, I'm feeling like my wishes have been granted, and I'm feeling good. Because otherwise, with the 9 of Wands, I'm ripping my hair out. I'm under pressure. My life is not, I do not feel fulfilled. I do not feel like I've been granted what it is that makes me happy. When I'm working for someone or a company, whatever it is that I'm doing, that puts me under so much pressure, and if it's not actual work pressure, it's just a pressure of having to be somewhere where you really don't want to be, and spending all those hours there at a job that you don't want to be at. That in itself is burdensome. Okay? Because again, like I said, if you don't think, the more you think you don't like something, the more you create the opportunity to have more of it. So it's about flipping it, 180. The more you think that you like something, with the Empress giving birth to a new creative idea, something that you know you're going to love to do, during that 50% of your day, you're going to create more of that. Right here with the cultivation card. Wish granted. Otherwise, it's like you are going to be standing in the wounded warrior energy of, my life beats me up, but I'm, as a 9 of Wands energy, even though I feel battered and beaten down by my life, my choices in life, I'm still standing there ready to take on a new challenge. I'm still standing there. The 9 of Wands. This is not, the 10 of Wands is here. The 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands is like you are letting the whole thing go. You have been flattened, and you are like so heavily burdened by your life, your work, that you had to let it go. It just, you couldn't hold it anymore. You had to let it go so that you could move on to give birth to something different in your life, something new that's going to really inspire you and make you feel like, you're taking on a new journey, and it's like got you all fired up. This is you, as the 9 of Wands, fired up and saying, although I feel like I've been ripping my hair out, I'm still ready to take that opportunity, to take what the Empress is giving birth to and going forward in being inspired to do so, because I don't want to keep pulling my hair out. Get my deck upside down. Then we got the 3 of Wands. That's you. You're talking with others, and you're saying, what about this? And they're saying, well, yeah, I thought about that, and I'm thinking blah, blah, blah. They give you some, some feedback about it, and they say, and what do you think if we did that too, or did that instead? And they go, oh, I never thought of that, scratching their chin. I never thought of that. I think that's a good idea. Let's try that. And what if we do it, like, try that tomorrow? Kind of thing. So it's kind of this card, this 3 of Wands card, is like collaborating. It's not the 3 of Pentacles, but this one's kind of collaborating in just waiting. You're talking it out with others, but you're getting yourself prepared to take yourself on that new journey. with the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins here, it's she's got to make a choice between this or that, and she's having a discussion with the person, the clerk. There, so it's a matter of deciding with maybe others, okay, deciding with others what would be the best way to approach this, or to move towards it, to start working towards making this realized, manifest. You got the Nine of Cups, because I want to indulge in life. I want to indulge in life in all its sweet ways. You know, I deserve that, and you do. The divine is telling you that you do. With the Ten of Cups right after that, and the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, wow, you're going to be indulging. You're going to be living an indulgent life. This is a good way, okay? You're going to be living in an indulgent life, not just on your own at times, okay, but with others too. It's going to be, you know, you may be creating a happy family for yourself, if that's what we're talking about here with the money situation. Or, you know, you're just going to have people on your path that are either new friends, new business partners, new co-workers, new roles that you're taking on with others, a team, whatever. You're just going to be having the time of your life where you're going to have a whole lot of happy times with others, spent with others. Not just on your own, but as well on your own, but with others too. That's what that's saying. And then we have the Stairway to Light. That's card number 22. So the Stairway to Light is like you. It's kind of like the Hierophant in a way, or it's just, I don't know. It's Hierophant. It's the High Priestess, but it's more like it's the Stairway to Heaven, right? Stairway to Heaven is like you're walking the path that's leading you into higher and higher experiences of light, which light is the feeling of. The light is the experience of all goodness. All goodness, right? With the light, there's no darkness. So, you're going to be experiencing a whole lot of what you could say, I feel like I've died and gone to heaven. Because things are just transforming for you in a wonderful way, because you have taken on, like there's the Wheel of Fortune, because you have taken on the desire. With death and transformation here, Knight of Cups and Knight of Wands and Four of Cups, I mean, justice and so forth, but you're taking on you're going to be real with yourself, coming to terms with what it is that truly makes you tick, makes you happy. Whatever it is that you're doing right now isn't enough. It might be too much, which makes it not enough, if that makes sense, right? It's not enough to make you happy. It's too much of everything else, but not enough to make you happy, especially money-wise. So what you don't see coming is the Wheel of Fortune. You don't see that if by taking this, choosing the low-lying fruit, that which is easily within you to secure, to take advantage of, to harness, okay? That wish fulfillment is like it's there for you. You just have to take it and say, I'm going to do something with this. Do something with this, because that's where my happiness grows. It's cultivated and grows, and it lets me put down all my burdens. Okay, I birth new ideas. As a result, I birth new happy worlds of experience for me. And it's like I am turning a new page that has everything to do with the cup, which is love. Love for yourself and your life. With you being like in touch with your inner self, knowing that what really ignites you, what really fires you up, what makes you happy. You're following your inner guidance. You know, it's just those pings of urges, those pings that say, when you think about doing something, it kind of makes your heart kind of skip a beat. That's what I'm talking about. the wish fulfillment again card here. The wish is fulfilled. Just a matter of you saying, I may be beaten down, but I still have enough inspiration in me, desire in me to keep moving forward to what it is that makes me truly happy. The Three of Wands, I may need to talk this out with other people so that I'm completely prepared for all the good stuff that's coming my way. My life is changed. It's going to be changed. This is what you don't see coming. The death and transformation in your life, which means the bigger your desire and the stronger and more courageous you are towards moving towards what makes you happy, that you being real, like truly real, getting to really know that this is what makes me tick. I am going to be feeling so happy and blessed on the inside, having fellowship with others right here, being able to do things with other people of like mind that are inspired about doing this, like I'm inspired about doing it, whatever that is for me, where I've got choices to make. I'm going to have at least two opportunities of neither one is any better than the other. I can actually do both and still be like reaping the harvest of reward after reward of being aligned with who I am, following my passionate pursuits and happiness, my joy. I am going to be indulging in life in sweet, sweet ways, fulfilling, satiating ways, and with others who are going to be doing it with me. And this is just moving me into higher and higher realms of even more light, which then results in there's just no end to it. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's your destiny. That's what you don't see coming. Your destiny is in the pursuit of your happiness. What makes you tick? What you're doing currently is not making you tick. It might be making you sick, but it's not making you tick, okay? So you are going to be transforming your life. You just don't realize that right now. But you make the decision to follow your happiness, to do whatever it is that makes you tick as opposed to staying where you currently are. Even if it has to be just a mindset of what you're doing right now, looking at your job in a different way, and seeking out, promotions or something, like talking to management about what can I do to, move up in this company? What can I do to be more of a team player? What can I do to add more benefit to the company as a whole? What can I do that is going to make me feel that I have purpose and meaning here for 50% of my day at this job? And they might be saying, well, if you want to, but you're going to have to take a course to do this. You might have to travel to attend some kind of seminar or something like that. There's going to be some work involved first where you're going to have to pursue the education and training that you need in order to be able to be placed in that position that they say you would be good at, but you have to have the credentials, whatever. So there'll be potential for you at your current place if you don't want to quit where you're at. There's potential. Just you may need to talk to your people, your management, about what it is that you can do that's going to bring more meaning and purpose to your work, your 50% of your day, under their roof, okay? And that which will make you feel like you have a very important role, a much more important role than you do currently have, which makes you feel like you're ticking your boxes and you're feeling more joyful and more satiated, more, just happier, overall happier with getting up in the morning and going to that job. Okay? So guys, this is what I see, is the money is where your heart